Welcome to the Empowered Spirit Show. This is your host, Terri Ann Heiman. I'll explore the connection to the human spirit in a way that helps to navigate your life, including crisis. I am passionate about helping you to open up to your intuition and the metaphysical world of spirit to find your confidence in your own inner guidance. Take a pause, be inspired, learn ways to show up focused, centered, and more dynamic in your everyday life. Welcome back to the Empowered Spirit Show. Thank you so much for tuning in and joining me today. As this podcast goes to air, we are right smack into the beginning of February. So many energy shifts, cosmic forces, all opening up to us as we bring in a new light and a new vibration. What are you noticing for you? February is often the month associated with love. So today, I want to take you on a journey of self-love. We're going to turn our gaze inward. We're still in winter. Our focus is within, our visioning, our dreaming, and the ways in which we can go deep and love ourselves and create that most important relationship with ourselves. This episode is an invitation to pause, to slow down from that constant outward search for validation and affection, and to discover the wellspring of love that resides within you. We'll explore this concept of self-love not as a selfish act, but as a radical and necessary practice for fulfilling life. We'll delve into the patterns of self-abandonment that so many of us fall into, and I'll share a powerful personal story of transformation with you. But most importantly, I'll guide you through some practices that can take you within to connect with your inner guidance and to fill up your own cup. I recognize most of you listening have done the work. You've read the books, you've taken the workshops, you know how to love your partners, your children, your clients, your purpose. You are so good at loving everything outwardly. But here's what I've witnessed in myself and in so many of the incredible women I've worked with. We lose ourselves in love. We give our power away, and we keep seeking outside ourselves for what can only be found within. So I want to start by asking you a question. What if the answer isn't in the next workshop, the next teacher, the next healing? What if it starts with a pause? In working as a spiritual mentor, I see two patterns that show up again and again. See if you recognize yourself in either of them. First, as we were saying, we lose ourselves in love. This pattern of giving away our power is particularly prevalent among those of us who identify as healers, caregivers, and empaths. It's what I call the healer's wound. We are so attuned to the needs of others, so gifted at holding space for their pain, for their joy, that we often forget to hold space for ourselves. Our empathy, which is our greatest gift, can become our greatest downfall if not balanced with radical self-love. On the surface, this looks like profound service. It feels like devotion. We tell ourselves that in order to be a good mother, a compassionate partner, a dedicated healer, or a strong leader, we must pour from our own cup until it's empty. We wear our exhaustion as a badge of honor, a testament to our commitment. But underneath this spiritual-looking exterior, it is a form of self-abandonment. It's a deeply ingrained belief that our worth is tied to how much we give, and that our own needs are secondary to the needs of everyone else. This often stems from a place of wanting to be needed, to be seen as the one who can fix things, the one who can make it all better. But when we operate from this space, we're not truly healing from a place of wholeness. We are giving from a place of lack. Yep, lack, seeking validation through our service. And the energetic cost is immense. We experience burnout, chronic health issues, financial struggles, and a deep sense of being disconnected from our own joy and vitality. We become so focused on being the conduit for healing for others that we forget that we too are deserving of that same healing, that same love, that same gentle care. The truth is, you cannot give what you do not have. You cannot pour from an empty cup. When you love yourself first, you don't love others less. You love them more powerfully, more clearly, and without the energetic entanglement of needing something in return. You shift from being the seeker, the empty vessel pouring out until there's nothing left, to being the source. You become a wellspring of love, and your healing work becomes an overflow of the love that you have cultivated within yourself. Second, we search outside of ourselves first. We're always seeking the next thing that will finally make us whole. This can look like the noble spiritual quest, the next book, the next retreat, the next modality, but it can also manifest in more subtle ways, everyday ways. It can look like overgiving to our friends and family, hoping their gratitude will fill our cup. It can look like overspending, chasing the temporary high of a new purchase to numb the emptiness. It can even show up as addictive habits with food, with social media, with work, anything that distracts us from the discomfort of sitting with ourselves. It's a constant, exhaustive search for something outside of us to fill a space that can only be filled from within. I recently worked with a client, a brilliant energy healer who could create profound shifts for her clients, but her own body was in constant pain and she was deeply in debt. She was a master at giving her energy away, but she had forgotten to give to herself. Both of these patterns stem from the same wound, the belief that love, worthiness, and wholeness exist everywhere and anywhere except inside of you. I know these patterns so intimately because I lived them for years. On the outside, my life looked perfect. I was married, I had 2 beautiful small children, my jewelry business was taking off, I had just landed contracts with Eileen Fisher stores in New York City. I was creative, successful, and building a life I was proud of, taking care of a home on Long Island. But inside, something was deeply wrong. I knew my husband was having an affair. I could feel that attraction between them. She worked for him, I knew her, my body knew, and my intuition, it wasn't just whispering, it was starting to scream at me. There was this cold dread in my stomach when we were together in the same room. She came to my house, she had dinner at my table, and there was a flash of an image in my mind that went quickly, push away. It was a knot in my throat whenever I tried to ask him about it. I didn't want to believe it. I trusted him. I had built this life, this family, this image of success. Everybody thought we were so happy. And I was terrified of it all falling apart. So I did what many of us do. I silenced the voice inside. I chose to listen to his denials. I chose to listen to the life I was so desperately trying to hold together. I listened to everyone and everything except me. And this brings me to the crucial point, a place where so many of us get stuck. We are taught about the virtue of unconditional love. We're told to love without expectation, to forgive, to turn the other cheek. And while this is a beautiful spiritual idea, it can be twisted into a form of self-abandonment. We use the concept unconditional love to overlook hurtful behavior, to justify staying in situations that are draining of us of our life force, to silence the screaming voice of our own intuition. Oh, I have to love him unconditional, no matter what. Even when he hurts me, I still love him. But here's the truth. True, unconditional love is not a one-way street. It does not mean you must endlessly accept disrespect, betrayal, or abuse. unconditional love must first and foremost be applied to yourself. To love yourself unconditionally means to honor your own well-being, to protect your own energy, to listen to your own inner knowing. It means having the courage to say no to what hurts you, even if you still hold love in your heart for the other person. Setting a boundary is not a failure of unconditional love. It is the ultimate act of self-love. It is saying, I love you, but I love me more. I will not abandon myself in the name of loving you. When I chose to listen to my husband's denials over my own intuition, I was practicing a distorted form of unconditional love, one that required me to abandon myself. The real journey of unconditional love began when I finally turned that love inward and honored the truth of my own experience. That wholeness exists inside when we are ready to open up and trust and put that time and intention and take that pause. So that pause, it came to me one morning. There I was, standing in my kitchen, and the truth finally came out. He admitted everything. And as I took that pause, there was a voice that became clear and more powerful than any I'd ever heard. It said, "Who are you? Who have you been listening to? Not you." That was the pause. That was the moment that shifted everything. The cost of not listening had been immense. I lost my confidence. I lost my sense of myself as a woman, as a desirable being. I lost my trust in men, and more importantly, I lost my trust in myself. It felt like I was walking through a fog. I was disconnected from my own body, from my own power. I was just a shell, going through the motions, until one day I found a spiritual teacher. She didn't give me answers. She didn't tell me what to do. Instead, she helped me to slow down. She taught me how to breathe. She taught me to believe in me. I learned Reiki energy, and that was a big key as well. Not to heal others, but to heal myself. Every morning, I would sit with my hands on my body, run my energy on my heart, and just feel my own energy. It was the beginning of filling myself up first. And I began to create a spiritual practice of listening to my higher self. Every morning before I did anything else, before I woke the kids, I would pause and I would sit and run energy, and I would ask, what do I need to know today? And slowly, everything began to change. I raised my children as a single mother. I rebuilt my confidence, not on an external validation, but on a deep internal foundation of self-trust. I rediscovered my womanness, my joy, my power, and now I have a successful business helping other women learn to do the same, to trust their inner guidance and love themselves first. I don't share this story from a place of theory. I share it because I lived the profound cost of not doing it. It cost me my marriage, and I have lived this incredible transformation of coming home to me by loving myself first. So now I want to take you on a journey through a meditation to help you open up to feeling that love for your own self. We're going to use some Reiki, we're going to use some breathing, some color, call in the angels, and open up as we tune in to what that feels to love thyself first. So wherever you are, if you can, find a comfortable position. Closing the eyes, take a nice deep inhale and exhale, placing one hand on the heart and one hand on your third chakra. And begin to feel this beautiful warmth coming in as we call in the Reiki masters, the angels to open our hearts, the crystal beings for amusement, magnification, calling in your higher self to know thyself to be true. Take another deep inhale. And as you exhale, just call all your energy back to you. Call it in. Take another deep breath, breathing up the body. And as you exhale, drop right into your heart. Right into the deepest part of your heart. Know that you are loved, guided, protected. Feeling all this energy coming in around us as we take this time to bring in this Reiki energy. Hanshin sei shonin, hanshin sei shonin, hanshin sei shonin, sending Reiki right to your heart. Receive. That is the first part, to receive the love for you. Taking some long, slow, deep box breathing breaths. We're going to inhale for a count of 5. Hold for a count of 5. Exhale for a count of 5. And pause again for a count of 5. Boxed breathing. And again, inhale. Pausing in the heart. Exhale. Pausing again. Notice how that feels to slow down. And again, inhale. Pause. Exhale. Pause. And again, inhale, asking yourself this time, what do I need to know to love myself more? Continue the breath. In and out of the heart, receiving the messages for you. As we call in the beautiful Archangel of Cassiel, who opens our heart for ourselves unconditionally. Feel this beautiful light, heart linking with you. Imagining beautiful green light all around you, surrounding you with this beautiful energy of love. Your energy, your light, your love. Feel this warm glow right into your heart, right into the power that you hold. It's within, not out there. It's already here within you, flowing with each breath. Feel that light expanding all around you. Allow that green to radiate all the way through you with the spiritual color outlining it in magenta. Breathing in, say to yourself, I am listening. Exhale out, to me. Inhale, I am loving. Exhale, me. Inhale, I am in my heart right here, right now. Exhale, I am pausing to love me. Feel this energy radiating all around you. Within you is that frequency, which is where the love begins. Imagine yourself surrounded with rose quartz crystals, calling in the spiritual beings of rose quartz for this self-love. They will offer this to you. Notice the grace, the softness that comes in. Taking another deep inhale. And as you exhale, just tune in to this pause of loving yourself first. Sourcing this love from within you. Become that woman who can trust herself, even when it's inconvenient, even when it's hard, even when everyone around you is telling you something different. Allow yourself to become the frequency you've been seeking. Raise a vibration, feel the love, go beyond even to peace and joy, lifting that high vibration with love, with light that is you. Feel this vibration all around you. Take another deep inhale and just ask yourself, how does this feel right here, right now, loving me? Is it selfish? No. It's a necessary act of coming back into loving yourself so that you can love everyone else around you, but first it must come from within you. Taking one more deep inhale and exhale. Linking the eyes back open. Noticing how you feel. Coming back. So that is what pause to love means. It's not selfish. It's not withdrawal. It's the radical and necessary act of coming home to yourself so that you can love the world from a full well, from your highest self, from the truth you already know. The pause is where love begins, and it begins within you. So take this vibration with you each and every day, loving yourself. Start your morning off that way and end your night in that manner too. Trust in that vibration of your heart, loving you. Want to learn more? Want to learn how to do Reiki for yourself? Schedule a spiritual upgrade breakthrough call with me, and let's talk about your path, your journey, and how self-love can make all the difference in your life. And as we go to close, I want to leave you with the profound wisdom of the great spiritual teacher, Paramahansa Yogananda, which is so beautifully encapsulate our journey today. He reminds us not to focus on our smallness, on the little wave that feels battered by life. He says, don't look to your little body, look within. He urges us to remember that beyond every small wave is the entire vastness of the ocean. Yogananda teaches that the ultimate source of love and self-worth comes from only one place, within. From our higher self. He says, what you are is much greater than anything or anyone else you've ever yearned for within your soul lies the greatest treasure of all, God. He reminds us of our indestructible nature within these powerful words. You are a spark of an eternal flame. You can hide the spark, but you can never destroy it. So the invitation as you go forward from this space is to carry this truth in your heart. The next time you feel yourself seeking outside for validation or losing yourself in service of others or feeling that you're not enough, pause. Remember the ocean within you. Remember the eternal spark you carry. In Yogananda's own words, even while striving to improve yourself, learn to stand alone, secure in your own virtues and self-worth. That is the essence of pausing to love. It is standing secure in the truth of who you are. Thank you so much for joining me today. Until next time, trust, believe, and know thyself to be love. I am your host, Terri Ann Hyman, to your spirit. Namaste.